Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. It's Tuesday night and I'm all amped up. I took the backdrop down because I wanted to use the hotel's nice backdrop. Y'all might see people walking back behind me, but it's okay. They're going to the elevator. It is Tuesday night, y'all. Tonight is a special night. Oh my goodness, I left the thingamajiggy upstairs, but that's okay. It's all right. I ain't going to get it. Y'all, I figured I would come down here. Hold on. Y'all, these people got some heavy little tables, so I had to move it. Shining, it's okay. Since we started on the couch with Kizzy for another episode of Men Amen, and I felt like I should do my 1 year anniversary on the couch with Kizzy for another episode of Men Amen. Tonight is basically our 1 year episode. Tomorrow's our official anniversary, but tonight is our 1 year episode. And I figured we would do things a little bit different this here evening. Because I'm the one that's always asking the questions. I'm always putting people in the hot seat. I'm always making folks uncomfortable, which I'm not going to stop doing. However, tonight I am going to be the guest on my own show. Yay! So I have a surprise guest host. I had two of them, but one of them got sick, so I wasn't able to have her on. I told her to take care of herself, make sure that she was good, and she can always come on later as a special guest. So I put out a flyer, I thought about it, and I ended up asking somebody that I felt would be most appropriate to ask me questions about whatever the hell she decides she wants to ask me about this here evening. Um, I gave her like some talking points, but whether she uses them or not is completely up to her. I don't care really. If there's something that y'all want to know, by all means, drop it in the chat. Nothing is off limits tonight because we are celebrating. I'm celebrating y'all. I'm celebrating me. I'm celebrating that I have been doing this for a year. It is bananas and it's crazy. Um, there is no telling what we're going to talk about tonight. Of course, there's all kinds of stuff for me to talk about, but I kind of wanted this to be a celebration to where I'm going to do a few contests. I'm going to give some stuff away. I'm traveling, so I don't have the stuff. Well, one of the things I do have is upstairs in my room, but I came down to the lobby to do this episode, and I forgot to bring it with me because again, I had to tote this. So if you ain't got it, get up and get your cup so we can have us a little sip and chat. I have so much to tell y'all, but I'm gonna just wait for all this other stuff that we about to do, whichever, whatever that is. So y'all gotta pay attention and y'all gotta tune in to in order to win the contest. Okay, that's what y'all gonna have to do. But yeah, while I'm sitting here, if y'all see my eyes jump up, it's because people are walking in, and I'm good with that. Listen, what is it? Am I on set? Y'all, this light, I've been like messing with the light above me, trying to get the dim right because Lord have mercy, Jesus. Look at that. Shining, shining, shining. What's a girl to do? I don't have time to be. I did have some. I don't really wear makeup like that, so I'm gonna let my shine through. All right, so I'm about to bring my guest host on, and y'all don't know her. If you know me, you know her. We've been friends for a long time, and I don't want to give away too much details um, before I bring her on. But after having a conversation, I found out like, hey, somebody else was like, this is probably the best person to do it because they knew you when you were younger. They knew you were, you know, where you are now in life. They've been around for your relationship issues and stuff like that. So I felt it was only fair and only right to have this person be my surprise guest host. With no further ado, I'm about to bring Sister Girl in the room. And please, y'all, don't worry. She is not going to let me off the hook. She's not going to let me get off the hook. She keeps it 100 with me. We've been knowing each other that long. She's not going to let me off the hook. I'm going to have to answer the question. But I ain't going to really care if I'm answering the question. Now, y'all know me. I keep it 100 with y'all. So with no further ado, this is my surprise guest host. But you know what? There's something, y'all know what? I'm always what? What am I always doing, y'all? Googling something on the freaking internet. So, with no further ado, I'm going to bring my surprise guest host on to the show. So, y'all ready? Y'all ready to meet my surprise guest host? I'm ready to bring her. So, let's bring her on. And here we go. It's my surprise guest host.
Hello, 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 men ain't menin. How is everybody today?
This
Um,
is
go ahead, go ahead.
what? Look, smile biggest. I don't know why she laughing. We ain't even did nothing yet. This is my best friend. We have been best friends for almost, I ain't gonna say 30 years, but almost 27. Because Crystal is
Oh,
now 27. So 26 years. I met her when Crystal was 1 year old. Whew, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to drink. That's a
been
lot.
through, been through some things. Been through some things.
So yeah, I should have brought my headset because now I'm just gonna turn you up. Y'all hearing stuff, that's because I decided to just be somewhere where there's noise. And I like this hotel, and this little lobby space was real nice. So this is my best friend Shantia. Shantia lives far away. My best friend lives in Maryland. So when y'all see me running off to Maryland, that's where I'm going.
Listen, coming.
That is where I am going. So I am getting in the hot seat. I explained to them that I'm in the hot seat tonight. I explained to them
Okay.
that unfortunately for me, you're not gonna let me off the hook for anything that you ask. I'm telling you, we're best friends for a reason, guys. We're best friends
This
for a
is
reason.
true.
She know I'm gonna keep it 21 with y'all, and she knows I do not care what she asks. I don't care at all what she asks. I don't care what she asks me about. I'm gonna just tell it. I'm just gonna tell it. But this also gives you guys an opportunity to um, get to know more about me. Get to know more about me, and whatever else she decides she wants to ask about. So I'm going on the couch like
Ready.
I'm some sort of celebrity. So just, all right. Before I give it to her, I told y'all to get up and get y'all cups. If you ain't got them, that ain't my problem. I got mine. And yes, I went to the liquor store and got me a pint. I don't know what she got in that coffee cup. Ain't no telling.
Listen, I needed to pick me up, and so coffee and rum chata it is.
They know that is my drink of choice in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. Coffee
Mm-hmm.
rum chata is my favorite. I got somebody told me to add some coffee liqueur to it.
Okay.
I
I
don't
have
know
to try
why if
it.
I'm drinking coffee, but that's what
This
they
is true.
said.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. I don't know. I said I was willing to try it, and I'll get back to them. I'll let them know
And
if
not. Might as
it's,
well.
it's liquor. All right, so y'all, I want to present to y'all your host, Tia, and I am your guest. So I don't know where she going with this, y'all, because y'all know I don't practice nothing. I gave some talking points. Now I don't know if she gonna use them.
It's going to be really tame, really tame. Now, what you choose to add to this conversation is out of my hands, out of my hands completely. So, first things first, congratulations on your
Yeah.
anniversary of Men Ain't Menning. I'm so very proud of you and so very happy with your accomplishments. And just want everybody to know if you can't be happy for your friends' accomplishments, please exit stage left. Congratulations, Lakisa.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Right,
I have no idea how I got here, but thank you.
right,
Thank you, thank
right.
you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter how you got here. You're here and you're here to stay.
Thank you
Um,
very much. Thank you. I
So,
appreciate that.
the first thing that I want to ask about, to be honest with you, is why? Why do we have Men Ain't Menning, and how did you get started with Men Ain't Menning? Let's talk
Well,
about
the easiest answer, of course, is men ain't menin. But it's funny how it got started. Is I actually one of my Facebook friends, Fat Boy Robinson, made a post, and I don't remember exactly what his post was, but it had something to do with what he ain't gonna do as a man. And I'm not saying, I mean, I disagreed, but I understood where he was coming from. I'm not saying that he was completely wrong because, of course, he had rational reasons for making his statement. It's just that for me, Shaking my head, men ain't menin was my comment on his post. And it bothered me so much. Why? Because all these experiences that I had and that I'm gonna say had because I ain't having them. Um, Led me believe that me saying men ain't menin was absolutely true. So I made a post on my page like immediately after and said, "Real men stand up because men ain't menin." And that post went ham over a couple of days, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to address this shit." So I'm on a Tuesday night, September 20th, 2022, at 7 p.m. to respond to a lot of the comments that I got on the post and to a lot of the things that I got in my inbox. I was like, no, y'all brought it to my inbox, not today, not today. If you brought it to my post, so not today. So I addressed those comments, and in that live, I was like, I'm not going to keep doing this. It's Tuesday night. I'm missing Taco Tuesday. And they was like, yeah, you should keep doing this. And so I did. And after doing it for a couple of weeks, excuse me, I took my Pepsi, y'all. They know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. And so
Yeah,
I
this
just
getting
started.
old ain't fun.
Shh, they don't believe I'm my age. I want to keep it that way. But anyway, and I just, it just kept going. And then I had people reaching out to me, like the graphic designer that I use. He was like, yo, you need a logo. I'm like, yeah, set that up. And then then it just went from people reaching out to me to having guests on the show and from me asking them to be here to at this point, I have two special guests scheduled that asked to be on the show. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've had some I don't, I guess, let me say, you know how they be like A-listers, B-listers, C-listers, D-listers. I'm assuming the actors that I've had on are D-listers, and I mean that by no insult because I'm like a Z-lister. So by far, they outweigh.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Right. In my opinion, I'm Z. They're still at the top of the game, if you ask me, but very popular and growing. And with all due respect to those people, I don't say that with any disrespect. I really mean that because I'm like Z. At least I feel like I'm Z. So, I mean, I was just amazed that, individuals wanted to come on and chat with me about whatever project that they were working on. My special guests have nothing to do with Men Ain't Men. And it's always just to promote whatever it is that they're working on. And I try to bring on my Black owned businesses, not just those, but those are the ones that I do really, really want to try to support. Y'all, it's a party bus riding by the hotel. I'm sorry. I'm going to go find it as soon
I
as
was
I'm
going to say,
done.
what
I just looked up and they got like the top and everything cut off the bus. I'm sorry, I get distracted easy. But I'm gonna call my coworker and be like, yo, there's a party bus. We gotta go find it.
Mhm.
But that's how Men Ain't Men started. It started on a whim and it was so much fun to do. And I talk for a living anyway. So I figured I might as well talk about something that I have a vast experience in dealing with men, broke ones, rich ones, in the middle of the road with. It hasn't made that much of a difference, but I still have faith in our men that they gonna man up and lead. So it's not so much as to bash them; it's just kind of give them a perspective that they're not necessarily privy to because whoever they're dealing with might not know how to communicate. Hell, they might not know. So I want to try to have a meeting of the mind. So that's how we got here.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. So, because you did bring up age, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Because at our age, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here. So go ahead,
What?
talk about it. We're gonna go ahead and run this down. So, at this point in your life, tell me about your relationship status.
Oh, honey, I'm young, wild, and free. I'm dating, but I'm finding that, of course, which I've known since I started doing what I do. Men don't like that I travel. Men don't like that I don't need them financially. Somehow they think I don't need them. So right now I'm just dating. I'm having a wonderful time. I'm living my best life.
Okay, so to speak on that, because we are on Men Ain't Menning, why do you think the men that you've come across seem to have issue with you being a professional woman and not needing them? And needing, I'm going to put in quotation marks, because I do feel that men need women and women need men as well. And that doesn't have anything to do with sexual relationships. That's just a matter of fact that I feel like we all need something from someone at
Right.
some point in our lives.
She say something
So
to someone.
I'm just saying, hey, I don't discriminate. I'm just saying.
All
And
right.
so I'm asking this question as far as why you think that is the situation that a lot of women seem to find themselves in, especially professional women that are of a certain age. And by of a certain age, I mean 30 plus. I'll say 30 plus. Um, because I've heard this sentiment from other women in your same position. And I'm just curious because as a married woman, I always try to get perspectives from single women, married women, single and married men as well. So go for it.
Part of unfortunately, ladies, part of that is your fault. It is. Um, it's they get so accustomed to the needy type of woman, and always having to do this and always having to do that. When they run into a woman that has become self sufficient because she doesn't need you necessarily to pay her bills. They don't know how to be there for a woman, that doesn't need them financially. They don't understand that we need you mentally, we need you emotionally, we need that type of support. And unfortunately, the "you got to take care of me" attitude has focused it on money to where men have fallen into, unfortunately, a rut of that's what they're used to women wanting from them. When they find a chick that don't need that, they think she doesn't need him. And I'd be like, look, if you want to pay a bill, I'll let you. I won't stop you. I won't let you, bro. I don't need you to do it, but guess what? I surely don't mind handing it over to you. And then for me, I travel a lot. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee right now. So they have somewhat of an insecurity that, okay, I'm a boss and I can't tell a boss what to do. And you kind of can, but then again, you kind of can't. You got to make sure that you are on your own P's and Q's before you step to a professional woman, because we didn't already heard all of that before. We didn't already experienced it. We didn't already dealt with it. Y'all hear me talk about my own personal experiences, and y'all know I got receipts. So it's just like a bunch of bad experiences from women, a bunch of bad experiences from men has given everybody a bad name. It's just that women, y'all have allowed it. So when they bump into women, it's like, whoa, it got explained to me as a wall. They hit a wall when they bump into a woman that they don't know how to take care of. That's all I got.
Okay. That's all you got.
That's all I got.
That's all you got.
I
Okay,
was already a
so
little bit lit before I got on here.
that's all right. That is all right. So, um, just moving forward, moving along, and we'll get into some more issues. But as far as being there, wanting to be there for, wanting a man to be there for you, mentally versus just financially.
Oh, and the other thing.
Well, I mean, we, I was trying to keep it somewhat
No, we're gonna
PG.
keep it
So,
100. That other
so I
thing.
mean, yeah, that helps out
We
a lot.
always need y'all for that now, brothers.
Right. Because even if we don't seem to think about you with the mental aspect of it, sometimes that's all. That's
We
all
need
you're there for. It
you.
happens. It happens. So the men who may be paying attention to this, please understand it goes both ways.
Yeah, it
It
does.
goes both ways.
I just had a
So
recent experience of that, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
we ain't gonna talk about it today. We'll talk
No,
about it
we talk
later.
about it later. We can talk about it later. We'll let you get your questions out.
So, okay, so you're in Memphis this week. What else is happening in your life right now, Lakeisha?
Oh my God. This tomorrow is official 1 year from the actual date that I went live initially on here. We're currently streaming on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. So they're singing in two places. I'm sure I could connect other things to this. I just haven't done it because I haven't been home for real since the end of July. But what I have coming up, I have a lot of stuff coming up, y'all. Let's start with this. Men Ain't Men in the podcast is now Men Ain't Men in LLC. So the title of the podcast has officially changed to Conversations with Kizzy. No, fellas, whiny crybabies who had a problem with the name, this isn't for you. Everything I do is calculated. I got your attention with Men Ain't Men. You want to watch, but you won't watch because it's called Men Ain't Men. You're interested, you're curious, so come have a conversation with Kizzy. So we're transitioning, we're rebranding. So Men Ain't Men LLC is officially an LLC and it's an umbrella. And of course, Men Ain't Men presents this podcast. This podcast is owned by Men Ain't Men. We also are doing Sippin' Chats, which strangely and oddly enough are becoming a little bit more popular. I guess I kind of knew, but I have a Sippin' Chat coming up Saturday, September 23rd. That's this Saturday in Gainesville, Florida. We will be at the 2120 Lounge. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. You can go to my page. They're on there. They're on my Instagram page. Hell, hold on. I'll just go ahead and put the link in the comments and, and call it a day. How about that? So, what else are we doing? Men Ain't Men has a women's retreat coming up. And when is it coming up? It's coming up in March. It's coming up in March. And then we also have Men Ain't Men Presents Baby Let's Cruise. That's coming up in April. All of this information, y'all, will be going up on the website like soon. MenAintMenin.com should be up and running within the next couple of weeks. All right, so there, I put the link to get your tickets on Eventbrite. If you go get your tickets for the Sip and Chat, you have to buy the Sip and Chat ticket. If you buy the $10 ticket, you're not getting in until after 11. The Sip and Chat will be over. However, it's okay. We're going to go ahead and use the rest of the night as our 1 year anniversary celebration party. So come turn up with your girl. So it's a lot of stuff that's happening. I'm about to do Men Ain't Men Present Speed Dating. Go figure. I don't even know how this stuff is. My little brain be at work. So I just be riding around sometimes and stuff just pop into my head. So it's a lot. So I want to do some fundraising so we can donate to some charities. I have so much happening right now inside my little brain. And if I say it, I know I got to do it. So I'm trying not to tell y'all because I'm tired. I'm in Memphis on my day job, which I love, by the way. Yeah, do. So that's what we have coming up over like the next 6-month period. It's crazy.
It is. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for everyone who will be able to experience you in person because, baby, it
It's a
it is
vibe.
it is a treat, a pleasure, and a vibe all wrapped into one to
I'm
experience
funny. You can't.
Miss Kizzy.
It's funny because the Sip and Chat is not focused on talking about just men. I ask the audience 3 questions, and that is how the hour kicks off based on these questions. And these questions apply to both men and women. The audience participates, they say what they want to say, they ask their questions, they present their idea, and we as a group collectively interact with that person. So it is a vibe. Now, the other thing that you're gonna love is I'm somewhat of a comedian. So
We have spent quite a few days and nights kicking.
I'm somewhat of a comedian. So you gonna get a good laugh. You're gonna definitely get a good laugh. You're gonna get some story time. You're gonna get some motivation. You're gonna get some uplifting. You're gonna get I told you not to do that, pops on your hand. You get it all. But it's just really so we can have a meeting of the minds. It's not so much to just come here and tell you about how these men have done me. Because y'all, I done told y'all, I ain't no saint. I just don't tell y'all about the stuff I do.
That
but,
ain't for everybody to hear.
but I be single when I do that stuff, so it's okay.
There you go. There you go. And that's one thing, you mentioned this. With the men ain't menning, the fact that you will call out women on some of these issues. Um, I've been around for a lot of the relationships, situationships, and everything else that has gone on in the life of Lakisa. Um, so I feel like because you and I have the type of relationship where we can tell each other, no,
Mhm.
you're wrong. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yep.
So I do love the fact that you are able to translate that over to the podcast and to the Men Ain't Menning site and let people know that some of these issues that you're going through are self-inflicted.
Yeah.
So I do really, really like that aspect of it. And I want to know if you've ever come up against people who just don't seem to understand that some of the issues that we as women have, and I say we as women, and again, married woman on this side, so I can still say some of these issues that we get into are our own doing. So, have you had that come up where women are just, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, or don't want the advice that you're giving?
Now, see what's funny is, and I hope they're watching because I done already commented on the post a time or two. Because if you post something and I feel like it's directed about me and what I do on here, I need to know who you're talking to. And the reason being because somebody asked, what qualifies you? What makes you qualified? You know what I mean? To get on here and have this conversation. I've been married and I have had multiple relationships. I've been dating for a long time. So I've dealt with different types of men from different financial brackets, from different walks of life. And it all boils down to a nutshell. See, hold on. Maybe I'm not talking to straighten up. Let me drink some more. It all boils down to a nutshell. They all fall into a certain category. It's like I'm a shiny toy, but I'm really a touch me not. And they automatically assume that I'm going to put up with whatever they've been doing with the previous person. They decided they wanted to cheat on her or lie to her or play games with her, and then they hit the wall. Me, last week I gave a great example, and I actually showed this message to a coworker who's a male yesterday where I got a text message, and this is the type of crap that blows my mind. I'm like, don't insult my intelligence. That's really what it's about. And a lot of men don't even know what it means to respect a woman. So that's the other thing. But how you ask me to Zelle you $300, but you lost your debit card?
Make it make sense.
How you do you understand what you just sent me? Like, am I stupid? I feel like you feel like I'm stupid, and you're insulting my intelligence. Now, first of all, I don't even know you like that. I've only been knowing you a couple of months, and you think I'm gonna give you $3? We don't break bread. We ain't got to no point where we breaking bread. Oh, you're a giver. I'm a don't give a dammer. You got me confused. I'm a nice person, but I'm not stupid. I'm very you at this point in my life, you just can't take advantage of me because I done seen it all and I done done it all. If I'm gonna send you some money, I'm gonna need a promissory note. I'm like the bank. I'm charging interest on it. And if you think I'm lying, ask Brian.
And I need some coaches. I'm gonna need you to come
So
up
it's
with
just
some
I don't know. It's just it's interesting the way that men think, especially in my age bracket, because they want to go date younger women,
money.
and then they want to try to they get used to a certain behavior from a younger woman that or a type of woman that tolerates certain behaviors, and then they meet me and I'd be like, yeah, no, I ain't going for that, and they don't understand that. Yeah, I know I ain't going for that, and then they think I'm playing. See all the people? Then they think I'm playing when I say no, I'm not going for that, and then when I don't go for it, they're mad at me. It's not my problem that you're mad at this point. I don't care. I told you I wasn't going for that. It's just weird. I've dated, that's I'm like, no, it's not just broke dudes or rich dudes. It's all of them. And they do it probably because we outnumber them.
Mm, this is true. They have a plethora to choose from.
But it's quality, baby, not quantity.
There you go. There you
Ugh.
go.
Y'all see how I'm sitting up
Absolutely.
in these people.
Just looking back and forth, back and forth.
Listen, my room is bomb. This is a nice hotel. It's one of the canopies by Hilton. And I like it. And I was like, I'm gonna utilize this here visual as my backdrop. All right, girl. What else you want to know?
It's funny because I know pretty
All of
much
these answers.
all of these answers. So really it's just coming up with some things so that your audience can just get to know you a little bit better. But that's also difficult because Lakeisha shares. She shares all the time. So trying to come up with things to ask her. And I'm curious as to whether anyone in the chat has asked any questions of
Oh,
you.
see, I share everything. Actually, you know what? I don't even actually share everything with you because some things I don't be wanting to burden you with. I'll be like, this ain't even worth the conversation. I'm just going, yeah, because it's some stuff I need to tell you that has happened recently. But I haven't had time to think about it because it's not that big of a deal. I don't really care. My feelings ain't hurt. And I'm confused by it. But at the same time, it ain't even worth me being confused by it. So I haven't even thought twice about it. But I tell them at this point, I share a lot with my audience. I'm very transparent, but I'm a very real person. This is who what y'all see is really who I am for real, for real. This is who I am in real life. The only time when it's different is when I'm on the clock and I'm getting my coin. Then I
Yeah.
become L. When I'm on the clock, like right now, I'm traveling for work and I'm getting my coin. They get professional, real Kisa, but they still get authentic Kisa too. But yeah, I don't feel the need to be fake or phony and pretend to be something that I'm not in front of people, for people. I'm not gonna lie for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hide for you, and I'm not gonna hide. I just don't see the point of it. I'm grown. I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it out loud. It is what it is. So, this podcast is giving me an opportunity to share experiences with y'all. Like, listen, y'all, there's a couple of dudes y'all don't know nothing about.
Everybody don't need to know
You
everything.
don't need to know everything. There's some stuff that y'all don't know. There's just some stuff
Mhm.
that y'all don't need to know. Like I posted a picture of me and one of my really good friends. I think he commented, and everybody had something to say. Nobody say nothing to me, but I'm sure somebody said something to him. I'm like, I can't talk business. I can't, if he's interested in what I have to say. I've known him since elementary school. Why we can't go to hang out? It shouldn't be that complicated. Y'all know I'm posting my man on here, so if I'm posting the pics, what's the problem? Somebody look, people in their feelings. I don't even know why. Look, if I'm making my boyfriend, what y'all gonna do then?
Right. Right. And you know what? In speaking on that, a lot of times what I have found, even in listening to the adventures of Lakisa, is a lot of insecurity. And with that, that's how you end up not menning men because you are insecure in yourself. So, Lakisa,
Yes.
what do you say or how do you handle the insecurities that these men seem to have when dealing with a woman who is professional, who then can switch it up and get down and dirty and be kizzy, but at the same time is L out in these streets? How do you deal with the insecurities that these people have?
All right. So if I'm dealing with this dude and I pick up on an insecurity, and this is my dude, I'm gonna try to make him not feel insecure because he's not necessarily feeling insecure about anything that I've done. He's feeling insecure about something that happened to him previously in relationships, just like women do. But if
Mhm.
you care about this person, if he's open enough at some point to tell you, he may not be initially. You just have to pay attention. And so you try to cater to that insecurity so he doesn't feel that way. Does it always work? Sometimes it does, but then he get this cocky confidence, and then it's like, dude, I gave you that. I'm not trying to take it from you, but I will snatch it back. But they get insecure and they want to accuse. Look, I get accused of stuff all the time because I'm where I am and I'm at work, and they don't realize that I'm going to cities most of the time that I've never been to. I don't know people, so it's not like I'm hooking up with dudes. I ain't going to meet no strange men nowhere to be found in somebody. Bitch, are you crazy? Even look, I'm just like, that doesn't even sound safe. Listen, I try not to leave my hotels when I'm traveling out here in these American streets after dark. I really don't. As far as I go is to the car. And me and the car don't go nowhere. I go to the car. That's as far as I'm going. But I have a coworker with me on this trip, so I have been out a couple. It's my coworker is a dude, so we've been out of the hotel. Like we'll go to dinner, but I'm like, I'm not by myself. Even though I feel like if something popped off, I would have to save us. But that's not the point.
Touching that one. I'm not.
I don't know. I feel like I weigh more than he do. I don't know.
Wow. And for those of you that don't know, Miss Lakeisha is not, not a big woman by any stretch of the term.
I know. I'm not. I'm not a big woman. It's some stuff. Okay, she asked me about minute minute. There's some stuff. There's some stuff that's going to be on the website. I'm also going to give. I meant to give one away tonight, but I left the whole contest thing upstairs too. But I'm still going to give them away. I'm gonna post like have people pick a number between 1 and 100, and they're going to get a kimono robe. I'm giving those away. They're also going to be on sale on the website. I'll send you one, friend. I'll make sure I send you one. And fellas, I have been rolling it over in my head as to what I could put on a shirt or a hat that really would represent what I think of real men. And guess what, y'all? I came up with something. When I think of it, don't judge me, okay? I'm just telling you now, this might be funny, but don't judge me. When I think of firefighters, I right. When I think of
Continue.
when I think of firefighters, I think, wow, they're amazing. Those are men running into fires. They're so brave and so well built.
She pulls out the calendar. Go ahead.
But firemen for me, and I've been saying this for a long time, firemen are my heroes because they do a job like police. Y'all can duck them bullets. That fire gonna get you. So for me, firemen has always been like my top hero. So I decided that I'm just gonna get for the fellas. I'm just gonna put hero. So real men are heroes. Y'all are heroes, and that's you're gonna be able to get your hat and whatever color you want. You get your letters up there. They're all gonna be on the website. I'm not at home, so I can't even show y'all. I wasn't putting all that extra stuff in my suitcase. After if it's over a certain weight, it costs more money. So y'all gonna have to wait till I get home. So I want to give them away. So I will like. I think I can grab a picture from the online shop and at least post it. So I want to do that. So I want to give it. I want to give them. I want to give a couple of them away. I want to give a couple of the robes away. I'm going to give a couple of the robes away at the sip and chat too. Now I hope they're ready by the time the sip and chat comes. If not, don't worry. I will make sure you get it. I will ship it to you. But we about to have some merchandise. I'm still y'all. Men ain't minute ain't going away. See, all my shirts gonna say men ain't minute. You hear me? But conversation with Kizzy, it is what it is. But I am still the CEO of Men Ain't Minute, so it is what it is. So, the special edition stuff will have. It's something flying in here. wonder where that was. It was something flying in here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. It was a bug, and I don't know what kind of bug, but it was fine. But yeah, so it's some merchandise coming out, y'all. So like I told y'all, I have so much going on. It's just like I ain't supposed to be. I said I wasn't going to do no traveling, but I don't plan on doing anything beginning of November to the beginning of the year. That's the time I plan on taking off from these people, and that's my downtime. June was supposed to be my month off. I worked the whole month with Men Ain't Men, my birthday and all of that stuff. But the holidays, now I'm paranoid, y'all. I feel like it's on
See,
me. So I'm gonna
it's
take that
even
time.
funnier because you are a Florida girl.
Yeah,
So that's why this is even funnier to me
I don't know
because
what kind of bug it is. That's the problem. I don't know what. Listen, I don't
what
care
it
where.
is.
I don't care how country you are. We scared of roaches. I don't care.
We'll take off running.
Now I am terrified of spiders, but I'm still scared of roaches, especially if it flies. Oh no, I'm out. I gotta go.
Yeah, y'all keep them down there. Keep
Yeah, yeah.
those down there.
It's rough. But yeah, so that's what's I forgot. There's some merchandise that's coming out for Men Ain't Men in Conversation with Kizzy, and Hero for my fellas. Cause look, I'm gonna fellas, y'all know I support and I salute y'all. And there's a lot of real men running around out here. I know some. I'm related to some. I see some. Sound like somebody done fell somewhere. But I salute y'all. I keep telling y'all, I have this podcast because I want to give you a mirror to look in because we need you. And not just for that. But we need you.
For a couple things.
We need you. I mean, no independent woman who is as independent as I am wants to be this freaking independent. I want to be able to cry on your shoulder. Shoot.
Absolutely.
I want to be say, honey, when you go to the kitchen, can you bring me a drink?
It's a good feeling. It's a good
I mean,
feeling to be
it's
able to.
amazing. It's amazing. And it seemed like with the dudes that I date, they be like, I'm just not ready. Ready for what?
What is it that you're not ready for, especially at the big age?
Because
At
I
the
ain't,
big age
because
that
I'm
these men
definitely
are.
not proposing to anybody. So you can't be complaining about that. So I guess for me, it's like she comes well equipped, and I don't know if I can maintain that for her. I get that all the time. It's funny. You take good care of yourself. You're very well
Shouldn't you?
taken care of. Huh?
Shouldn't you? Shouldn't you?
That's what I'm like. So what am I not supposed to do?
Not
When
supposed
I
to take care of yourself because I'm not asking you to take care of me. I can take care of me. Hmm.
and then they get mad. They be I don't know. It's weird. I get some of the craziest stuff. I need to make sure that my money's straight. For who? You need to make sure your money's straight for you because I'm not taking care of you. But at least be able to take care of yourself. I got me. And if we together, then we should have us. True enough, I may or may not. Whoever makes them, it doesn't matter. It's just that you can't stop me from doing what I want to do with my money. And I might be able to stop you. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. All right. What else you got? We got, okay. What else you got?
Just, last thing that I have for you, Lakisa, is where do you see this going? You have so many things on the horizon right now that you've already put in place and have plans for, and it's amazing. But where do you see this going beyond that?
When I start, when I have to start scripting these shows is when I want to think about that. In the
Okay.
meantime, I'm just on here running my mouth. But it's funny because other people say stuff to me. They be like, people have said this to me before I started doing the podcast. So it's kind of like a lot of stuff is starting to manifest and I'm scared, but I'm doing it. Just like I can see you, having a TV show. And to be perfectly honest with y'all, the Sip and Chat is kind of set up kind of like a Ricky Lake or an Oprah Winfrey show for real, for real.
Well, you said Ricky Lake. Ma'am, ma'am, Miss Ma'am, you just dated
Because I don't stay on
Right.
the because I don't stay on the stage. I go and engage with folks. And I've learned that men, men answer questions sometimes with an answer, and I'll be like, well, what does that mean? And they don't even know. They have these broad terms or broad answers for things. And I'll be like, okay, well, put it in layman terms, make it simple for me. Tell me exactly what that entails. And they can't. So hopefully we're teaching men how to also communicate. You ain't got to use a lot of big words, but you just at least got to be able to convey your message. Ladies, I'm teaching y'all. Listen, I told them I didn't have this problem a long time. I don't have it anymore. How you talk to him. Because, yeah, sometimes, believe it or not, y'all, they are very sensitive, them fellas. And they always want this certain type of respect. And they demand this certain type of respect. But they also aren't very knowledgeable on returning a certain type of respect to a woman. Because I've had these conversations like, that's disrespectful. And they didn't understand what I meant. How is that disrespectful? How is lying to me disrespectful? Uh, it is. We require a certain type of respect that might not necessarily be the physical aspect of the respect that you require as a man. And when we say you're being disrespectful, is you're mistreating us, you're acting a certain way, you're treating us a certain way, you're ignoring us. Hello. I would. We'll see my special guest next week. Um, So I don't know, because I literally have to explain it sometime. When I say don't disrespect me, it doesn't mean the same exact thing as when a man says don't disrespect him. We as women have to be respected to a certain extent, to a certain level, in a certain way. And a lot of men think when women say it was disrespectful, they automatically assume that you want the same type of respect that a man requires. When they're able to really understand what that is, then they can really truly have a conversation on being real with somebody, because they might not think, because I don't talk bad to her, I'm disrespecting her. No, but you slinging it everywhere else. That's disrespectful. You're embarrassing her because you're slinging it everywhere else. That's disrespectful. When she tells you how she feels and you disregard it, that's disrespectful, because that's just saying that you don't care. So for women, our respect isn't necessarily the same, but we do require it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't respect me, I'm not respecting you. And I don't care what you do
Nope.
about it. I take care of me. That was so wrong, but that's the truth of it. What else? What else you got? Because I might have another drink after this.
You'll have another drink. What are you sipping on today, Lakeisha?
They already know what I'm sipping on. I'm always on my Remy and cognac. My Remy and cognac. See,
Oh, I was going to say, whoa, baby, wait a
ginger
minute.
ale and Remy. I took it upon myself to go to the brown the brown jug liquor store. That's what it's called. Here in Memphis,
Sounds
it's
about
called the
right. I was going
brown.
to say, you're in Memphis. That sounds about right.
It's
Sounds
called the
about
brown
right.
jug. So I went to that camp and got me some brown. That's right, Nicole. Cognac, baby. Cognac. And look, I'm leaning. I'm about to lean a little bit further in a minute. It's okay. I'm about to go to dinner. My coworker walked through here. That's who I was saying hey to. Y'all, he actually walked behind me. I didn't even see it that part. I didn't see him until he got right there. He's my coworker, y'all, but he's also in a Tubi movie, and we're gonna be promoting his movie next week. He's I'm gonna talk about it because I can. He told me I had janky promoters because he had not got his invite to Men Ain't Minute, and I apologized and invited him on because he does have a movie that I think it might have came out a month and a half ago on Tubi, and y'all know me. I want to support because I am Angela Taylor. I play an attorney in Backstreet, the TV series, now streaming on Tubi, Amazon Prime, and about 6 7 more other live stream companies. So
Indeed. Go check it out.
go check it out.
Go
We
check
have
it out.
begun shooting again. So y'all ain't got but a couple of months to wait before the new episodes come out. And I haven't had a chance to sit in on one of the table reads, but I do believe it's probably, I'm thinking it's like 8 episodes. because I do have the liberty of being a part of the content creation team. I know y'all, I do a lot of stuff, but I do content creation for a living. That's part of what I do. So, yeah, thank you so much for coming in to be my guest host. This was so much fun. The audience, y'all got some questions y'all want to ask me, but I tell y'all what y'all want to know anyway. But it be
Right. I was gonna say, what?
look, y'all look, yeah, I be so tickled when I keep stuff for y'all. I be so tickled. I be feeling like I got a little secret. I do. I be like, okay, I'm gonna keep this a secret. I ain't gonna tell him about this. Now, if he do something stupid, I'm gonna tell y'all because
That's just how it works.
at that point, I'm done. I don't have any tolerance at this big age for stupid stuff, mishaps, misunderstandings. You ain't finna get on my nerves, and you ain't finna aggravate me by no dumb shit. It is what it is.
Well, I will say thank you, Lakeisha, for this. I've had a wonderful time geeking with you today. Um,
Wait a
and
minute. I gotta see something. I've been over here tickled on the inside the whole time. Friend, did you write these questions down?
I did write a couple of them down. Some of them I did off the handle, but I did have to write them down. Let me tell y'all something. I don't do any type of public speaking. So let's start there. I could never do a men ain't many because I will ramble all over the place. So I have to, and I mean, and crossed out what I had already asked you. Yes, I did because I need to keep myself on track. He said, you know this. Don't do that.
I knew it. Listen,
That's
I've
why I
been over
see.
here, I've been over here tickled the whole time because I'd be like, I sent her talking points, but again, I sent them to the wrong email address. I was tired. It was late. So I sent her talking points, but I guess because she didn't get them in time, she decided to write them down. But I knew this is my best friend, y'all. I knew she had to wrote them questions down. And then listen, then she go to
Oh, absolutely.
have enjoyed, I have enjoyed putting you in this seat.
This is why I listen, y'all. I would tell her all the time, I can't stand you. I can't stand her. But for real, love her to
I'll be so
death.
listen. It don't take much to tickle me, but I've been over here. I'm like, oh, look at that. Look at her. Her wrote her questions down.
You know what?
It was.
Hey, hey, if I'm asked, I'm gonna do it. But I need to be a little bit prepared because I need mm-mm.
I know, and I said, hey, if you need to write something down, write it down. I don't ever write anything down for this, y'all. The only time I've written something down is the 3 questions that I ask at the sip and chat. That's it. I write down the plans for the things that I'm going to have to do. But as far as sitting down, writing down questions to ask people, I'm not doing. I'm not doing it. I don't do it. I just, hey, whoever's coming on, I need to know what it is they're coming on for, what it is they do. Excuse me, and then God do the rest. I just show up with my drink. He allowed me to have at least one during the show.
At least one, at least one. But this is also what happens when an introvert and an extrovert collide. And that is exactly what this is. I am very much introverted. And Lakeisha, as you all know, she's bright sunshine butterfly.
I'm a ball of light when I walk in the room. You already know it's going to be a show.
I'm telling you. So this has been fun. It has been entertaining, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of your anniversary special Men Ain't Minning.
Y'all, this is going to be funny. So, well, actually, it's not. Because I'm tickled and I'm very transparent with my audience. Hold on a second. You wait for me? I'm minding my business. I'm just saying. I can ask. That's just how direct I am. They know it. When I tell you I'm very direct, I am very direct. I don't cut any cards. So we want to thank Shantia for dropping in to do the very easy job for her of interviewing me. So we're gonna give you your round of applause as soon as I get it together, y'all. Well, I'm gonna give it to her. That ain't it, y'all. This has been there. You go. The commercial started playing after I wasn't quick enough to stop it. And I'm not at home with my equalizer to just press the button and make it do it automatically. So we had to use a YouTube clapping.
That's all right. Got to improvise.
So it is what it is. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining me tonight. I appreciate you coming in and just asking me questions because I was gonna answer them. I wasn't sure what she look. She look, y'all. She gonna try to get on here and keep it all cute. She gonna keep it all professional. I did not say don't do it.
Didn't.
I
She
said whatever
didn't.
you want to ask. Ask. It is what it is. And the thing about it is, if anybody could have asked a really, really good question, it's her. But I guess she spared y'all or me. I don't know who she got. I don't know who spared me or y'all, but she spared y'all. So thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and move you backstage, and I'll call you after this is over.
All
Thank
right.
you
Mwah.
so much. This is talk to you in a minute.
All right.
Bye. Again, y'all, it is happy 1 year anniversary for me. I'm super excited to see what Men Ain't Men brings in the future. We are officially Conversations with Kizzy because y'all crybaby behind dudes don't like the title. It had nothing to do with y'all really. The transition. It just is something easier for y'all to chew on, so y'all would feel more comfortable coming in and having a conversation about whatever it is that you're dealing with. Because I always want to open the floor to the fellas too, and I always open it, but you guys don't seem to want to step up and have the conversation or come into the comments or say whatever you want to say. So, and I don't want to force you to do it. Y'all aren't well with expressing your feelings, and I don't want to make you feel like you're forced to do so. Okay? So, it has been fun, but a girl has got to run. Happy 1 year anniversary to me. Super excited about that. Tomorrow is the official anniversary, so I'm gonna act like it's my birthday. Y'all act like it's my birthday too, because y'all wilded out for my birthday. And then this Saturday, Gainesville, I'm looking forward to the experience with y'all. I can't wait for y'all to introduce it to y'all. When I tell you it's a vibe, it is a whole vibe. So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much because without you all, I wouldn't be still doing this. So, again, thank y'all for joining me for another episode of On the Couch with Kizzy, presented to you by Men Ain't Men. That's probably the last time I'm going to say On the Couch with Kizzy, presented to you by Men Ain't Men, because we are now Conversations with Kizzy. So thank y'all for coming out. I'm gonna post a contest later on. Y'all answer the contest question. I'm not sure what it's gonna do. I'm giving out freebies. I'm giving out gift cards all week. Oh, and if any of my followers catch this, we're gonna have a star party too. Why not? So y'all know what I always say: be good or be good at it, but don't get caught. Love and light. What you doing? There you go, right there. You already in it. I'm still live, friend. Y'all will see him next week. Love and light. I'm out.